record button. Excuse me. Right now. So yes. All right. Let's do this thing.
All
Hello,
right.
hello, everyone. And this is probably going to be the only times we are ever going to do this, especially on a weekday and whatnot. But given that NXT and we're going to give this a shot, given this is a special theme episode, because trust me, anybody I know that's even part of this show, they do not even watch NXT at this point, or if they tried to watch NXT at this point, they cannot do it, or probably have left and probably came back just to see how it's doing right now. But this is a special edition, the NXT Spring Breakin review, okay? Which, what is it, May right now? Like, would you
Yeah.
say spring break is kind of over at this point?
It's almost over.
It's more like, what, an April, May thing? Not May, but an April, March thing.
Like May is like the last month of spring.
But like I was talking like I was gonna say like spring break though.
Oh yeah, spring break has been over. It's supposed to be over by April. Yeah, so spring break been over. Yeah.
Yeah, like with like spring break, that's probably like what, kind of like mid March, somewhat in April too.
Mm-hmm.
I know that
Yeah.
mostly in Florida. I would say most of the time, given one thing. Oh, God, it's funny because my friend, he just told me he got back from Florida, because he was taking a trip. Well, he went from like Florida all the way to where did he go else? I think it was like Florida. He went to Tennessee, but he told me how it was. I think he was in St. Augustine, and I think he's not much of a party person, but more the whole laid back, kickback style type of thing. But he was out there visiting. And he said, "Yeah, Florida man, crazy stuff down there."
Yeah. I could believe it.
He told me when he went to buy something, I think from the store, someone tried to sell him Coke, or they asked him for Coke.
Oh.
Well, I'm like, they tried to sell you what now? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Florida's a different breed of people.
Yeah.
Florida is a very different breed, though. But yeah, spring. I say spring break was like April or March, but yeah, we're in May now, so it's kind of past that. But yes, NXT Spring Breakin, this special themed show. Uh, let my co-host introduce himself tonight first for this special edition review.
Oh yes, this is Kyle. Um yeah, Twitter at straightface40. I would say this like out of out of the whole like 2.0, this has to be the best show of the whole 2.0 era.
Really now.
Yeah, because all the other NXTs I can't even say it. Like man, they started out the gate with a great match, and all the other matches wasn't bad. They actually was actually good enough. Like that Waller match was good, very good. Wasn't expecting that for those boys at all. I ain't know what to expect for that UK guy, but we'll get to them. But I would say this was a good show. I ain't
I,
really had too much problem with it outside of the Mandy Rose situation, the Mandy Rose thing. But other than that, I ain't really had no complaints about it.
I think maybe given this was a special themed edition, I think they want to at least try to put out their top stuff out there tonight, other than their regular episodes they do. Sometimes it's like hit or miss, but it's usually been a majority of misses a lot in this whole 2.0 era, I guess. This had some hits though tonight.
Yeah,
This was not bad all the way. Like I said, given this is a special themed edition, excuse me, we had some good stuff on here because right out the gate, um, we had a triple threat match for the North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes, Solo Sikoa, and Cameron Grimes, which very enjoyable, great way to start off hot. I like this match a lot.
yeah, man, it was very fast paced, and somewhat hard headed too. It was a somewhat fast paced, They were really holding back on the punches either. Because man, it was a hard hitting match.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely hard hitting, definitely fast paced, very enjoyable. Crowd was definitely into it. I liked it a lot. Okay, I enjoyed it a lot.
That was my favorite match of the night.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Like I
that was
said,
my favorite night. For real,
yeah,
I really enjoyed that match.
because they started off hot. I was kind of surprised to see Sikoa get pinned.
Yeah, but like I was telling you, like it was quite fast to me. I didn't even know he got pinned. All I know is I just saw Cameron Grimes hit the move, and I like it was so fast paced. Even the count was kind of fast to me. It was like 1, 2, 3, and then I'm like, yeah, the match over. Shit. But the boys laid it out that way. Laid it out there. That man, Melo, of course, Melo. I think Sikoa has to be the MVP out of the match. He was a house of fire every time it was just a one-on-one match between him and somebody else, Melo or Grimes. He was the MVP. You could hear it in the crowd. The crowd loved him. The crowd loved him. They wanted him to be champion. To be honest with you, if you even notice how the crowd reacted to Grimes winning the title back, they was like, okay, yeah, okay, give him a round of applause. All right. But we
It was
really wanted
50-50.
Sikoa to win. That's how it was. Like, we really wanted Sikoa to win.
Yeah, they did. They really digging the third Uso out
Yeah,
there.
they really want him to win. I was talking to my brother earlier, and I think my brother had a good point. He is like, it was kind of like it, Cameron Grimes winning the title was like kind of like follow me on this, like kind of like Hangman Page winning the world title, like
Mm.
win the title at one point, but it got too late after a while, and then by the time you put the title on him, we kind of not interested in him being the champion now. It's like, we want a new champion now. And that's how the crowd is reacting. Like the crowd, like they like Cameron Grimes, don't get me wrong, but I think they ready for Sikoa to win the championship now.
I would say even when Grimes first won the title, and that following week after Stand and Deliver, I remember the fans chanting, you deserve it. No, he don't. And
Right.
and I was like, oh really? You guys turning on him already? I'm like, that's kind of fast because like they were along with him with the chase. Now it's like, and I don't want to go say he's like it's like Hangman all the way that the fans are that indifferent. So no, wrong, they were kind of indifferent after this finish, but I think they're still with Grimes and stuff. But like in the beginning parts after he won the title, just kind of like, we're not really sure on him all the way.
Yeah, and I think they really like Sikoa that much to the point that he's so over right now that even if you keep even if you get another baby face to hold the title, they still want Sikoa to win the title. I think they ready for him to move up the ladder, and then get his first championship with the North American Championship.
Yeah, they just gotta do it 1-on-1 when it's against Grimes, though. Whenever
Yeah,
that would be.
that- I definitely agree with you, Bryce. I really definitely agree with you. He going to do it in a one-on-one match. No shenanigans. Going to pin him clean in the middle of the ring. That's how they going to have win the championship.
That's the most I could see happening. It's gonna happen at some point, but right now I'm like I'm cool with Grimes. Still retaining and holding the title. Which I figured he was gonna win anyways. I just
To
kind
be
of thought Melo was gonna get pinned out there.
right, because you AJ Sikoa needed to get pinned. But I tell you, I think the fans gonna end up forgetting about it. They ain't gonna really, don't be look at it like that. So I think that's the reason why they have had him get pinned because it's like it's gonna be him. It should have been Melo getting pinned because you could actually have the storyline like, man, I ain't get pinned in that match. You got to go against me one on one. You know, something like that. But it was a great match, man. I say the best match of the night. And yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely enjoyable, really fun opener. So I definitely enjoyed that. Next, oh boy, we had Mandy Rose going to a tanning salon,
oh boy,
and she's going there to get tanned and stuff. And next thing you know, once she's in the tanning bed, Wendy Chu shows up, and she messes with the settings to it, and just sneaks away and all that. And when Mandy gets out, she's all red and crispy. The rest of Toxic Attraction are waiting on her, and then they says, "Yo, you look like a strawberry and everything." And they say, "You can't come to the to the beach with us and everything." And then Mandy did this fake scream when she saw herself in the mirror. I sat there. I'm like, what is this Nickelodeon shit they keep trying to put on every week with this?
man, I'll go further. I wouldn't even call it Nickelodeon. It's a Looney Tune, Bugs Bunny, Dapper Duck type of shit going on. And I was like, come on, man. Don't, don't y'all remember the great women champions back in the day? Oscar, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bailey, Shayna Baszler. Y'all remember those champions? Well, you could flush those down the toilet because she ain't one of them. Not even one of them. Not even one of the good heels champion. She ain't no Shayna Baszler. Give me another heel champion.
And
The heel,
NXT,
huh? Yeah, NXT
NXT, right?
champion.
Oh,
Yeah, NXT women heel champion. Sasha Banks. She ain't no Sasha
Sasha.
Banks, huh?
Yeah, you said Sasha. I agree with you.
She ain't no Sasha Banks. She ain't no Shayna. Come on now, man. Come on, man. This is what we doing with the NXT Women's Championship now. Putting them in Looney Tunes skits.
Shame
Man,
with Raquel Gonzalez when she, wasn't well. Gonzalez was kind of a face. She was heel, but then turned her face then.
yeah, they turned her face by the time with the champions. When she won the championship, she was heel when she won it.
Yeah, but then quickly became face right after.
Became face. But when she was a heel, she wasn't doing that goofy stuff. None of this stuff is like I don't understand what they doing, and they continuing it. They try to
Charlotte was
it.
the damn champion.
They try to stretch it. You see what they try to stretch this feud, right?
Oh
Because they
yeah.
got the tag team match next week. They try
Uh,
to stretch the feud. And then come on now, man. Do we need this feud to be stretched? And I don't think so.
Not really, and I think this segment was really bad, and we'll get to the next one later on. But this was really bad. But you make a point when you talk about the past champions, like man, you never really seen them like this. Doing a Looney Tunes skit out here on NXT, and like you said, like Mandy doesn't really come compared to those champions and stuff, and whatnot. Because hey, let's remember here, folks. You know what they're selling nowadays. Sex sells. Because everyone's gonna on the internet gonna go, well, she's hot. Okay, tell
I,
me more. What else?
I,
We know she's hot.
right, my eyes, I see it, but I don't care about the hotness. I really don't care. I care about good matches. I don't watch wrestling. Then you go see gorgeous women. Beautiful women is a plus. It's not a must. I'm not trying. I just want to see a good match. I want to
And
see
I,
you.
and I understand sex does sell. I understand that. Okay, like I get it. But Mandy Rose has been, I ain't gonna say she's some ring general out there. I'll say she's gotten somewhat better here and there, but it's still rough out there at the same time when seeing Mandy Rose out there in a match.
And it's sad too. You know that it's sad.
You
It's
think this?
very sad that she is just getting marginally better, just a little bit better. Because you know why it's sad? Because she been around too damn long.
Yeah, she been around for a pretty good minute now.
Tough enough series.
Oh yeah, that's how far. Yeah, she was there since Tough Enough, like in 2015.
Right, so if we talked about Tough Enough, she got signed to the company a couple of years later. I mean, a year later, And then come on, this is as far as you went. This is as far as you go. God, I guess some people's glass ceiling is only certain. It's only so far. The once they hit the glass ceiling, it's no breaking through. If they hit it, it's over with. And I think she hit us already. And I think we all hit our breaking point with the damn championship title reign. Real talk. I think we all hit that breaking point. I know I reached it already. I reached to the point that I'm like, man, take the title off. Of I got to the point. The reason why I said put it on Cora because I will get it to the point that like, man, I don't want to see Mandy with it. I just don't. I don't even care if you put it on anybody other than Mandy right now. Put it on Natalia. I don't give a damn. As long as it's out for Mandy. As long as it's out for Mandy.
And I'm to the point now. It's like I wonder how long they gonna keep going with her as the champion. Because I'm like, who really about to beat Mandy right now? Even I kind of wonder, like, who's really about to beat Mandy when you think of it? Because I'm not even sure right now.
Once we get to that match later on, I'm going to tell you who the fans are ready for to take the title belt off.
I think I already have a clue. And yeah, I'll say this also with the whole Mandy thing. You think this goes back to a lot what Ember Moon said, which everybody's been talking about the whole her interview from the other day.
Yeah, yeah. Like I told you last week. I'm like, well, it's somewhat believable because you look at Mandy, you look at Carmella. You know what I'm saying? It,
Yeah,
you look at those type of women. You look like, oh yeah, they is trying to sex them up. Cause man, if you see Carmella sometimes, she look like she walking around with a whole lingerie set.
it be
It,
looking like that. That's true. It be looking like that. It really do.
she had a whole all white thing. She had a white top and a white bottom. But that shit looked like a whole white bra and a white panties. If you ask me, I swear to you, that's what it looked like to me. And it didn't look like white trunks. Yeah, I swear it did it. But back to the point where Amber Moon, yeah, I somewhat believe it. Like I said, the two women that I just pointed out, they do look like they try to sex them up a lot, especially Mandy. You
And
know,
with this new, oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I was
no,
gonna say, with this new NXT nowadays, and where we're at right now. Like I said, they want hotter women on TV. Yeah, because who's behind this? They said did they say Johnny Ace was behind this or not? 'Cause I saw a lot of people bring him up on the internet.
I mean, yeah, if he is, I wouldn't put it past him. He does the same one who created the Diva Search contest.
He
So
hired the Bellas.
right. So if it is him, it is. I could straight up believe it. Real talk, I could straight up believe that it is him.
Cause like I said, like you go back to what Moon said. It's yeah, everything changed now, but it's like everybody cannot be Mandy Rose and whatnot. Everybody can't do that. Okay, I get what they're
I,
selling nowadays. I know because even people sit there say, well, yeah, they got hotter women now on NXT nowadays. But like sometimes you wonder how many of them are that good though. It's cool that they hot, nothing against that, but how good are they in the ring or
we,
just in general?
uh, no, I'm just saying we're gonna see next week how many of these girls are actually good that they picking up. We're gonna definitely see next week at a breakout tournament.
Yeah, because I would say tonight, like I said, like the stuff you brought out, I was like, man, it just kind of reminds me of what Ember Moon had just said and whatnot. Because like I said, after reading that and everything, and trust me, I've already seen the back and forth over her. With some people already believe that, yeah, she's been entitled and complaining and
I don't think it's so much complaining. I just think just like most of these guys who lead the WWE, they figure out they could use their voice and they could go talk to other people and they can tell their side of the story. And so, but like I said, but I do like to give a pushback. You know what I'm saying? Like Yes, I do agree with her on certain things, but at the same time, when I see somebody like Natalia, there's no sex up with it. It's like I see most of these wrestlers are not really sexed up like that. Like what main example, EO is one of the top stars, and when she do get back, she gonna be one of the top stars again. She not gonna be sexed up, and I promise you that. There's nothing sex. There's gonna be nothing sexy about Io Shirai. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they're not gonna change her whole gimmick up or all that. Like EO will still be EO at the end of the day.
Outside of toxic attraction and the kid can't help it. And there's nothing the kid can do. She could you could put a nut dress on her, and she's still gonna
That
feel
shit'll still look hot one way or another.
right. So I'm sorry, there's nothing the kid could do. But but most of those girls don't like. It's not really sex up like that outside of toxic attraction. Like I don't really see another sexy looking girl in
Yeah,
it.
other than Toxic Attraction or Nikita Lyons, um, yeah, maybe Lash Legend at some point, or depending how you look at all these girls on here, um, and
Definitely.
stuff. Most of it's Toxic Attraction and Nikita Lyons.
But yeah, like I said, like man, like she she doing what everybody else is doing basically. You know what I'm saying? Going as far we talk about Emma Moon, it's like she does what everybody else is doing. Like once they get fired or released, they get to talking about what happened with the company and all that stuff. So
Yeah, and I'll admit, one thing I say, you just see the slow decline, though, what she was explaining, how NXT changed especially once Triple H was out of power, everything changed.
yeah, yeah,
Ev-
of course. I kind of figured. I mean, we got Vince McMahon. You got two different type of people who two different type of vision of a wrestling company, and so of course they're gonna have a whole bunch of changes. You know, Vince wrestling. He thinking about the good old days. He thinking about the golden era. He thinking about the attitude era. You think about the ruthless aggression era, all the things that he was doing that he got away with back in the day. He want to bring back, and he just forget that he in a different era. You know, not everybody is okay with this.
because we've called NXT 2.0 already. It's like the new generation era, but like in modern times.
It's like they want to put the attitude era inside of it with the little raunchiness and all that stuff, and it's just not working. Like
And it's
people.
only so far they can go with it.
Right. It's only so far you go with it. You basically giving me a PG era of what I'm saying of what I could say of attitude era. You only could go you only could go far and you can't go too far or somebody gonna be pointed at it like, hey, you can't be doing that. This is a whole different era now. This is a whole different generation. A lot of people, hate to say it, but it's a lot of people crybabies out there. It's a bunch of them. So you can't go too far with certain things.
That's true. That's true. You see that a lot nowadays, right now, for many reasons I'm not gonna go into, but that's a good example though. But yeah, like I said, NXT just basically changed up, and like I said, I look at Moon's interview, especially the part where there was like, oh, you want me to become a coach, and because I remember I just read it, I just kind of looked at some replies like, oh, it's not like they didn't fire you, you're not trying to put anybody over or stuff, or they say like, oh, you don't want to put anybody over, and that's where I feel like a lot of people start going with the entitlement part because Shane want to become a coach and everything, which I probably would be told too, like, hey, I've done all this, I've done everything, but you want me to become a coach all of a sudden now?
And what they doing to Joe Gacy? It's like the Joe is a coach down there. And like,
Yeah,
yeah, I could, huh? Yeah, he is. I mean, you could tell that the ring though. He was the ring general tonight.
Oh
We'll,
yes.
we'll get to that match, but he was the ring general in that match.
Oh
But
yeah. We gonna get to that one, but
but I
yeah.
what you saying. First of all, my career ain't over. You ain't about to do this to me, and that's what I feel about her. I definitely agree that she don't want to be a coach. Yeah, she shouldn't be.
It's like, hey, I'm still out here. I'm still in the game like that. Y'all just ain't got nothing for me.
I look at like, why would you even why you even put that coach title on me? That's bogus. Like, what is y'all doing? Because they can't market you. You know what I'm saying? They can't put a mark in it. They can't market you. They could put you on top and make you sexy and everything and stuff. That's the reason why. It's like I don't like that. I don't like that. No, you shouldn't do that to her. And I'm glad she got up out of there. Now, am I glad that where's she at now? She's
She
just
just on the indies right now. I heard they said she was probably gonna go to AEW, but I heard like contract negotiations fell out with that. So I don't know. Moon's just kind of on the, or Athena, I should say, is just on the indies really. She ain't really signed with nobody.
all right. That's cool. Let her try to get herself back up again.
I probably see her in Impact at some point.
But yeah, so what the next match?
Well, we have Roderick Strong, who you said sounds like a computer out there, talking to the rest of Diamond Mine.
I,
Uh,
the
you know,
leader of the Diamond Mine.
oh yes, the new leader. Yes, the leader of the Diamond Mine. Which I sit there and say, why did they give this man a microphone?
It's not about to happen. I mean, he ain't gonna be in there soon. Too much longer. You get what I'm saying? He ain't
But
gonna
yeah,
be.
he did request his release.
And so they already got the storyline. Excuse me, my bad. They got the storyline already catered. I mean, about to turn on him. They about to have him have the Diamond Man turn on him, and so I guess that's gonna be his way out the group. But he sounded like a straight robot today. Like, my God, Roddy, please. Like, you never emote. There's never no emotion coming out of you. Nothing. It sounds like the same thing with the same emotion. And like, I never could get it to his promo. I could never get it to his promo.
I will say this with him, like there's a reason why even in the Undisputed Era they let Cole do all the talking because a lot of these guys really couldn't talk and Strong was one of those guys that definitely could not talk. It sounded like he was reading off cue cards out there tonight. It did not sound believable. Like, hey guys, you better get your act together or else. And this goes back when they did the whole Undisputed Era breakup thing. Like, why would you do this to Kyle, Adam? And I sat there like, dude, why am I watching like high school theater out here? Like, what is he talking about? Like, he's not good on the mic. Okay, there's a reason why they had Bivens. Well, now they got released him now, but he ain't there no more. So I was like, oh gosh, so now we just gotta give Roddy the microphone now, then, right? And he don't sound good. He doesn't. Good wrestler, like I said, I like him in the ring, but keep him far away from the microphone.
Don't assault those high school kids like that. They can do a lot better than that. I'm telling you, man. Like, what is
Show me some emotion.
so? Show me some emotion, Roddy. For
Why
real.
doesn't he emote? Guys,
You
what
want to
are
know?
you doing?
You want to know what's so crazy? All four of them in that segment looked sounded like they were just some robot. Real talk. Not Ivy, she ain't say anything. But the other two, the Creed brothers, they sounded like they were reading off on cue cards too. Oh, yeah, Roddy, we are gonna be ready, Roddy. It's like, can I get some emotion from any of y'all three? Any of y'all? Seriously. Y'all playing. Y'all good in the ring. All of y'all kind of remind me of each other. Y'all great in the ring. But just I can't get no mic skills out of y'all.
Yeah, Roddy, we'll be ready tonight, Roddy. You just watch, Roddy.
I was like, please, somebody turn for this segment. Please.
I'm like, man, I wish they still had Bivens. I kind of wish they still had him.
Me too. Me too, man. I wish they had baby too, bro.
There's a reason why they had a speaker for all them. And then right after they went to Indy Hartwell, I guess looking at her hand, pretty sad about Dexter being released, and then Duke Hudson being there, and then they just kind of stared at each other, and it looked like something was gonna happen. It was like, no, 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 we're not going back.
Man, you want to know so funny? What's so funny though? So I follow Persia. I follow Persia on Twitter, and she tweeted that segment, and she said she said the body ain't even cold yet. I was rolling. She said, I was like, man, at least she know, at least she can poke fun at herself. You know what I'm saying? Like she could, like she knows that, like man, yeah, I got released, but I can still, poke fun at the situation. Like, come on, y'all about to go on without me. Like, it was a week. It's only been a week, and y'all already about to kiss each other.
I was like, damn, we were just gonna act like Dexter just gone. Like we're just gonna act like they just disappeared without any more mention of it. Like, yeah, they're gone. We're not gonna mention these guys anymore. So we're just gonna have these two get together. But then it was like, nope, no, we're not doing that.
You want to know the ironic part about the two segments? The two segments had people who've been released.
Yep, who we just saw on TV last week.
Mm-hmm. Those it were back-to-back segments that had people that been released. The first segment with Malcolm Bivens, and the second segment with Dexter Loomis and Persia Parado.
Gone. And I was like, how do we work? I was like, how y'all gonna work around this? And I guess that's how they working around it. We're not even gonna mention.
Not even going to mention them.
I'm like, well, Dexter. So he left his wife, Indy, there, and now it's like,
How you explain this? How you explain it? This man leaving his wife? Somebody please explain that to me. They had
just
no fight, no breakup. Well, what? What's up?
nothing. Just gone. Just like we're not gonna mention anything. They're just gone. We're just gonna act like they were never here and disappeared, and not even try to mention them and stuff. Like nothing happened. Cause like I said, I just look at those people that got released last week. Anyways, I'm like, weren't all these people on TV last week? Cause
Yeah.
even I just look at some of these releases. Like I said, I know we talked about them before of who got released, but you know, looking at him, Dakota Kai, I kind of thought she would have went to the main roster because I didn't know what else they were really gonna do with her at NXT. Dexter, I was surprised going. He was gone. Bivens to some extent, but I heard, like you said, he wanted out anyways. He wasn't gonna resign. Perota, I was kind of surprised he go. Um, I didn't know much about Draco Anthony, so I don't got much to say about that. Parker Bordeaux, everybody thought that was the next Brock Lesnar. Remember, the new Brock Lesnar.
I did it. I wasn't too fond of them doing that to that boy. It's like how they was trying to make the Gable Stevenson, and y'all they keep on saying he the next
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. You can't do that. Don't do that to that boy. It's like in basketball, somebody come out, oh man, he the next Michael Jordan. No, don't do that. Don't do that to that boy. Now we all looking at him, waiting for something to show us when he gonna be the next Brock Lesnar. Somebody show something, and he never got the chance to show anything to even show us that he could have been the next Brock Lesnar.
And the reason why people said that because he looked like Brock. I'm like, yeah, because he looks like Brock doesn't make him Brock. How do we know if he's even good as Brock?
Right, right. Like I don't understand why would you even do that to that man? Like don't do that. Like he he big as hell. Okay, that's what we going out for. If that's the case, we got a lot of big country fan white boys out here that could look like Brock Lesnar. Can we call them the next Brock Lesnar? No.
Because I'll say this. I know they had him with Gacy and shit. I thought he damn near looked like Gene Snitsky 2.0 out there. But then again, he didn't really do much, and then he just randomly disappeared, and then we found out he was gone then. Because I thought he looked like Schnitzky. Maybe they thought that, well, we don't want everybody calling him the next Brock, so we'll shave his head, and now he looks like Gene Schnitzky out there.
Right.
So I look at that as, him, like I said, people were just trying to put that label on him, which, like I said, is not even fair, because it's like, all because he looks like Brock, didn't think he was going to be the next Brock. So I don't know. Everybody else on that list, I didn't really know who they were, so I got really nothing to comment on that other than like the first 4 or 5 people, like I said, because given they were just on TV and stuff. So like I said, I guess they tried to find some way to work around it. So there you go. Next, though, we did get the debut of Nathan Frazier. Yeah, I said his name right. Going against Grayson Waller. Apparently, Frazier he's a student of Seth Rollins. I guess Rollins trained him. And this was good. They gave us a lot of time.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it, like I said before we got to record it. I ain't know nothing about this Nathan Frazier guy, and he's good. He's good. I didn't know Waller is good. I guess we gonna have to just drop the notion. This boy is good for real. Yeah, he got a lot of innovative moves. He did a flipping kill switch. Like, how did you do that? That was good.
That was cold. I like that. That was cold.
The boy is good, and the match was good, except for the ending.
Oh, with the Chase University guys getting involved.
That was goofy. The crowd is so loud that you get distracted by this horn that wasn't even that loud. Then you get your neck caught up into the rope. Then you stay down so long so Frazier can hit his speedy splash. And like I said, the match was good, but the ending was just a little off to me. I ain't really wasn't feeling that ending. I guess they about to go into a feud with Andre Chase and Waller. Go ahead, give it to me. Fuck it, you know.
Because nobody was really ever beating Waller anyways for a good minute right now, even though they kind of ran him in LA Knight one too many times. But
they did one too many times.
When like Waller was winning most of those matches anyways. But yeah, like for Frazier to get the win on his debut and stuff, I thought it was pretty good though. Like I said, Frazier is definitely not bad out there. Like I said, he was trained by Seth, so I definitely enjoyed this match. I thought this was a really good debut match for him. I liked it.
Yeah.
Next though, we got the sit down between the Italian Mafia and the Lucha Mafia. Legado de Fantasma and Tony D'Angelo's crew.
Yeah, the fight over a territory they don't have, none of them own.
They brought that AJ Galante guy back.
I guess he there as his advisor. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't even paying attention. It was on. It was on my TV. Don't get me wrong. It was right there in front of my face. I just didn't care about it. I didn't pay no attention to it. And once I figured out there was nothing that came from it, I was automatically just like flabbergasted. I was like, man, hold on. They advertised this last week. Breaking thing. Like, oh man, you get to watch this match and this match, and this is a sit down between. Oh my God! I'm like, wait a second, time out. Are we gonna get something out of this? Nothing came out of this, and you advertised it, so they were pointless. Why do you have this pointless segment on?
I just looked at this whole thing. I said there wondering, like, am I watching The Godfather 6 or something like that? Like, where is this going? Because I'm just waiting for one of these guys to like, I'm going to offer you not fulfills, okay? And like I said, the AJ Galante dude, like I said, he's on some show on Netflix that they keep bringing back, because I think his dad had mafia connections and he bought him a hockey team, the Danbury Thrashers, and I think he was like the owner of it. I don't know what this is, but the fact that they talking about we got to split up the pie, okay? The craps, the poker, the Yahtzee, they're all games, but this is the streets of NXT. I'm like, what are y'all splitting in NXT of who gets territory? What territory do y'all have out here? And they said you talk about
Y'all champions. None of y'all. Nobody champions around here. I think the champions should be the people who own something around here. If it's somebody who owning anything, it should be the champions. Like, come on now. Hey, what's this feud gonna do? What this feud gonna do? It ain't elevated nobody. Because I doubt that you use it. You use the Santos to elevate. Oh, what that boy name?
Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, you ain't elevated. You ain't using Santos to elevate Tony. You not. That's redundant. First of all, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. Because how you gonna use him who not even really a star himself to elevate Tony?
Yeah, how? Like literally, how is this? Because I'm like, who's like so Legato are the faces, right?
My brother asked the same thing, and I'm about to get him about to give you the same answer that I gave him. I don't know. I don't know who the faces are, who the heels in this situation.
Like who are the faces in this? Okay, like I'm like, are both of these guys heels? Because I'm like, none of these guys ain't been faces. Like they both heels. So who do you actually cheer for in this whole thing? Because one saying, I'm the Don of NXT. I'm like, okay, and Escobar is going, you're building a family from scratch. I am building an empire around here. You need to follow my lead, okay? And I'm sitting there like, who is coming off better here? Okay, I really don't know. Which I guess they said it was going to be peace and they would stay out of each other's business, and I guess they had a truce. But I just think this whole thing looks it just like I said, it's like they're trying to copy everything from The Godfather or something, or they watched that movie Goodfellas, or they watching episodes of The Sopranos, or I'm like, yeah, I don't know. What do they want to do? Watch Scarface or something? I'm like, I don't know. Like, and like I said, y'all brought this Galante guy. I remember people saying, maybe they should have got Joe Pesci. They could have paid him money to come in to do this, or Robert De Niro, or Al Pacino.
About this feud too, because it's stupid. The feud is stupid because it all stemmed from Santos told Tony to stay out my way. Tony said, "Yeah, okay." Man, it seems like y'all going out each other way to get into each other way. You feel what I said? They going out each other way to get it the way of each other. If that's the case, why? Hold on. What the point? What the point of this feud? All y'all got to do is just stay out each other way, and that's the end of the feud. But no, we got to make up all the convoluted stuff for them to get each other way, get into each other way, and do dumb stuff like have a sit down table. I mean, sit down at the table for what? The table for three. This is the weirdest table for three. I seen episodes of Table for Three, and this is not it. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, I can't believe this. Like NXT had its highs, but all the skits were definitely they lows. Real talk. The matches were they highs, and the skits were the lows.
Yes, because this right here, I just kind of sat there wondering. Like you said, you think they would stay out of each other way, but now we've seen them try to give them one money, or we're gonna leave a dead fish on the car, and what they're gonna put a boot on the car, and then you got these two mafia guys now with Tony D'Angelo. What's their names again? Troy, Two Stacks Donovan.
I wish I'm doing the day
They would spend the money thing. And Chaz Alonso there, or whatever the guy's name is, they call him Stacks in the streets. What streets?
What streets? Right? What streets? There's
But
no streets.
I know it ain't the streets of Chicago.
Oh my God! Yes, they just do too much. They do too much.
Hey, remember, man? They're always on the docks. Remember the docks? What docks do we have here in Chicago? What, Lake Michigan? I don't think there's docks over there.
What we talking about, the Navy Pier dock?
Navy Pier dock. What docks? Like where? On the north side? If there's even over there on the north side.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, I'm most definitely not feeling this for you.
I just said that, and and we're gonna get to it later on. But when Escobar said he told what's his name?
Get the car ready. Get the truck.
Start the car. Get the car ready. Oh, we're gonna see him down the road. Get the car ready. Oh, get the car ready. So I don't know, man. This looks like something they watched too many episodes out of The Sopranos on, or they wanted to be Scarface or something. I don't even know. Hey, say hello to the back guy.
Yeah, they watched too many. They put on Scarface too many times. Watch Goodfellas. Watch the whole series of Sopranos. I swear they did.
I'm going to make an offer you cannot refuse, my friend. If you do the favor for me,
It's all
to be a made man.
To get this feud off of my TV. Yeah, I'll take that offer.
Hey, the Diaz brothers. Fuck the fucking Diaz brothers. Hey, fuck Gaspar Gomez. Fuck them all. So yeah, this thing is silly. It's just silly to me. I don't know how far they can get. Don't worry. Next week, they're gonna pull off one of those old school mafia drive-bys with Tommy guns. No,
with the guns and with the barrel at the bottom.
Someone's gonna get whacked.
Use.
Someone's gonna put a hit on somebody. They're gonna get whacked next week.
Oh boy, yeah.
I don't know how far they can keep going with this, but next though, I know they interviewed the War Raiders for a quick minute, and then Pretty Deadly showed up, saying you're just here to soften up the creeds and everything, but they walked away. Next was Natalya and Lash Legend versus Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons.
It was my surprising match. I didn't expect. I didn't expect Nikita to be, to be in the ring with Natalya so long, to the point that they actually looked good together. They actually looked very good together. Her Natalya. I guess it's easy for Natalya to do it because she a vet. You know what I'm saying? So I know that she can make a person look good. But they were actually good together in the ring. What I saw them too. I was scared for Cora because I was like, man, she get in the ring with Lash Legend. I swear, somebody getting hurt. Somebody is getting hurt.
Legend still ain't ready yet.
Right. I was like, oh man, nobody got hurt. Lash, you can tell that she hold it back now. Somebody must have told her in the back, like, man, hey, look, you stiffing me out there, a little bit too much. And she would hold it back a lot, especially when she was in the ring with Cora. The punches was pulled back a lot.
That's true. And like I said, she's still pretty green out there, so she still ain't really ready yet. Nikita Lyons came from the WoW promotion. I do know that. So she already had some experience.
Already. Okay.
So I already knew who Nikita Lyons was before she even got there. Okay, because she was like called the Lioness and the WoW promotion. Look that up when you get the chance. But
super young too, boy.
Huh?
And she young too. She 22.
Yeah, 22, 23. They say somebody told me they said Drake now followed her on Instagram or Twitter, I believe.
Shit. Drake trying to get into the deals.
Of course, I'm sure he wants to. Who don't want to crack at that?
Right.
Who don't want to crack at that?
For real, man.
Like, come on, we've all heard the jokes. I'm sure everybody's came up with some pun online. The Keita, thick Keita Lions, or
George, that boy, how we rolling on Twitter.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm from the Bodega Wrestling Podcast. Yeah, him. Yeah, yeah, you, yeah, because yeah, you worked with me. We did a show together for WrestleMania last year.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he be having me rolling with the Keita Lions. I'm
And
like, yeah, that's true. That's a perfect name for it. But I mean, shoot, the match, like I said, it wasn't no 5-star classic by no means necessary. Hell no. I'm just saying it was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah, it
thought
wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad tag match.
I thought it was going to be a dumpster fire that the Italian had to sort out.
Literally carry.
Yeah, that's what I really thought. But nah, everybody except for Lash and Cora. So that means everybody be the Talia and the Kia was the only one that was looking good. Because both of those, Cora is okay, but she definitely not ready for the championship. Definitely
Oh,
not.
hell no. She's still green out there, but a lot of people say she's like the future of the company apparently. And I've already heard, this is like another version of AJ and whatnot, AJ Lee. But some would say her and Roxy are damn near basically the same person, except Roxy is better.
Rossi is 10 times better. That's put it like that. And I they 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 know that they got the same people. That's why they got Roxy doing a lot doing something else instead of what Core do. Like they don't have Roxy as too much of a punk rock girl because they already gave Cora J that title.
Yeah, the punk rock skater.
The Avril Lavigne girl. You know what I'm saying? The girl that skateboards and stuff like that. But I wanted to say this before we move on. Did you notice the difference of the reaction that Lions got and Cora J got?
Oh yeah, the people want to see Nikita Lyons.
Everybody blew the roof off. They were about to throw babies in the air. As soon as Cora J music hit, they went silent instantly.
Oh yeah,
You get dropped.
it's like we said earlier. When Nikita Lyons, we know why people want to see her for obvious reasons. This goes back to the whole sex sales type of thing. And she's not bad in the ring; she's getting better. But we know why a lot of people really want to see her and whatnot. Because, like I said, thick ass white girl. I think she's white. I'm not even sure, but yeah, thick ass white girl.
Yeah, and remember, I was telling you I would get it to that point that I was like, man, I think the crowd is ready for the Kia to go ahead and get better. Once she get better to the point that they feel like she ready for the championship, that's who they want. They gonna probably want to get that take the championship off of Mandy.
Yeah, that may be happen down the line. She may be the one to
Nobody
be
else.
Mandy Rose.
I don't see nobody else ready.
Yeah.
Like y'all just brought in Roxanne, so she not ready. She definitely not ready because you just brought her in. So she only had like 3 weeks, right? That's her third
Yeah,
week,
she faced the champion last week.
right? So yeah, she definitely not ready yet. But at the same time, though, who else it is? I try to go down the list, and I can't find another challenger. They ain't bring I was just about to say Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire, and
Yeah, that name change.
Hey, my God. But yeah, they ain't where she at. I don't know. EO is gone. I don't know where she at.
Yeah, we don't even know if she's going to the main roster in that.
Or not. I've been seeing all the tweets between Bailey and Indy Hartwell. Bailey talk about some I got something. I got something planned for us. And she keep on tweeting that type of stuff. I'm like, that sound interesting to me. If they could pull it off, man, she bring she bring Indy as a enforcer type. I wouldn't mind just saying that. But yeah, but who next to 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 help us get rid of this horrible, horrible reign as a champion? For real, this is a bad reign. Real talk. I thought it was gonna be good. I like, oh, okay then. Man, it could be the hot girl heel. All right, cool. Then as we saw the months and months progress, I'm like, oh man, she ain't get no better in the ring.
Yeah, we have seen that. So, um, yeah, I would have to say right now, currently, I'd say Nikita Lyons may be the one to face Mandy. It's either that or whoever wins this tournament they got next week. Because I know they were showing more video packages. I know we saw, even though they've already been on TV, Fallon Henley and Tatum Paxley. Yeah, more people that's going to be involved in the breakout tournament.
Paxley is the girl that was with Briggs, right?
Um, I
Or
think
that other
was
girl.
she trying to get in the diamond mine?
Yeah.
She was
And she
trying to.
no. No, what about that other girl that was with Briggs? I know she in the tournament too.
Yeah, I said her. Yeah, yeah, Fallon Henley. That's her
Yeah.
name. Yeah,
Man, looking at her last week when she was in that mixed tag team match and stuff. Man, the girl swole. I ain't know how swole she was. She swole. She hit the gym for real. I want to see her in a match.
yeah, she's not bad. So I guess it's gonna happen like 1-on-1 now when they do the breakout tournament next week. So now it's gonna be like a 1-on-1 thing. But next though they did go back to Toxic Attraction, who were at the beach. I guess just having a good time playing in the water and stuff. Next thing you know, Wendy Chu and Roxy show up and they stole their shoes and their car keys and basically taunted them and they ran off and Toxic Attraction didn't want to run to the car because it was too hot on the ground. More Looney Tune shit.
Yeah, I, I was just like, I could not believe they were still continuing on with this BS. I could not believe it.
Honestly, I almost liked it better when Wendy Chu was part of the whole. Remember the whole TN shot thing? As much as I kind of ranted on how bad that looked, but that shit, I'd rather go back to that with her and Boa and everything and Zaya Lead and then this Nickelodeon Looney Tune gimmick she's got going on right now. I'm like, who is this appealing to?
It's so crazy that we want to go back to what Amber Moon was saying about the kids and stuff. So wait a second, Vince. You want the raunchiness of the Attitude Era, but you won't also want kids to watch it too. So who you appealing to? Cause I ain't gonna let my kids watch this. I promise you that. Soon as I see Mandy over here stripped down to her bikini and just moving around sexy and stuff, and just I'm the sexy. Oh nah, kids, you watching this shit. What? Like, oh nah, we trying to cater to the kids. Look at Wendy's shoe. Wait a second, y'all confusing me. Y'all confusing me. I don't know what to do. It's confusing. They don't know who to cater to. Real talk. They don't. They don't know who to cater to.
Like, yeah, who y'all appealing to? The kids or dudes that want to look at hot women?
Right. I'm not.
You want to see the hot girls, or you want us to act like it's Nickelodeon out here?
One thing I took away from that was a good thing that I took away from it was JC Jane got the best facials ever. Like she could just make anything just look crazy and stupid. Like she got the wildest facials ever, you know. But other than that, it was stupid, dumb,
Yeah,
just
the
dumb.
segment was just dumb, and I don't even really want Roxy part of it, to be honest. So we gonna put her in the Nickelodeon gimmick with the Wendy Chu thing, because like I said, she just goes out there and wrestles in like the animal pajamas and walks around in the animal pajamas, and I just sat there like, where is this going? I was already, I thought it was bad enough when they had Dakota Kai out there, but it's like, oh, Dakota Kai's gone now, so we'll just put Roxy with her.
You want to know what else? kind of remind. I want to. My bad. Lost the train of thought. This remind me of Hook and Danhausen.
Hmm.
You know why? I want to explain.
Because
You
the
want,
oddball tag team with the straight person and the comedy act,
yeah, and you,
like Randy Orton and Matt Riddle.
but Riddle and RKO. I mean, Riddle and Randy took off with it. But here's the thing, though. You should not have these people interacting with these people. You should not have Hook interacting with Danhausen. You should not have Roxanne. You should not have Roxanne interacting with Wendy Choo. You shouldn't. That's no good. Cause now you gonna try to tell me, is this comedy? Am I supposed to look at Roxanne as a comedy or your new acquisition that you just got off the indie scene and about to make a star? Which one? Which way we supposed to look at this girl? Cause if she is this goofy stuff with this girl, y'all looking goofy. All of y'all. I mean, not you, not all of y'all, but you making her look goofy. Now, how I'm supposed to take her serious when she does go for the world championship? Ain't no, I'm not looking at her serious. She the girl that was hanging out with the sleepy girl. Nah,
Yeah, and just do Looney Tunes skits out there. Next week it'll be rabbit season, duck season. Then
right? They're gonna be pulling the rabbit out of the hole. You gonna have the shotgun in his head and go blow the beak off of their face. Bam!
rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, rabbit season, duck season. Fire!
Are we serious, people?
Like I've
Man,
seen enough silly stuff from the Super Soakers and the net thing, and then the silly string, and the,
oh
the
my!
Super Soaker one really got me. That was like, I'm like, we bumping out here for Super Soakers now?
That girl Gigi took a whole flip, a whole sit time, bam, just for a super soaker hitting her. I was rolling.
Not even like it was a cannon. It was like a regular water gun.
They weren't bumping like that when Soul Cold was hitting them with the beard bag. The niggas weren't bumping like that. Sure, then he was hitting him with whole hoses.
Yeah, not even like with Kurt Angle in the milk truck. Like, it wasn't even like a cannon. This is like a little squirt gun. It's a pea shooter.
Yeah.
That's nothing compared to that. So that's just bad. That segment was just bad. The whole Wendy Chu thing, it's just really silly. So it just looks dumb to me. But right after the Creed brothers went against the War Raiders, um,
It was
I
just
enjoyed it. It was good. I
it
liked it.
hit it like a mother though. My God, they were hitting each other hard.
Oh yeah.
Man, and it was just four big guys just backing it, beating the fuck out of each other, bro. I swear, I really would dig in that match. I ain't gonna lie to you. That had to be my second. That had to be my second favorite.
This was very enjoyable. I did enjoy this match. This was a very enjoyable match.
They only did it. They only brought the Raiders up there just to have a good match with the Creed brothers. They knew like, man, we need a good match out of these guys. That bring up Eric and Ivar. That's tell them we need a good match out of these guys. Can you put these guys over? You know, and they had a good hard hitting match. You forget how good the War Raiders, Viking experience, whatever you want to call these niggas. They had 5,000 games anyway. Whatever you want to call them, you forget how good they are. You forget how good they are. You forget they was monsters down in NXT, and they were being pushed and they were being used right down there. You forget that. You just forget. Once they got into the main roster, it was like they were script for all of that. They ain't even they don't have any type of chance to have a good matches because it's always ended in DQ.
And we barely even see them on TV right now.
Right.
Well, that's in SmackDown, I should say, the main roster wise. Like we barely see these guys, or Raw, like whichever show they on. Like you barely see them.
You barely see them. And they acting like WWE acting like they could just spare tag teams like that. Like, nah, you ain't got that many tag teams, bro. What's going on? On each show, probably combined, y'all probably only got like 8 tag teams combined. To
Damn.
be honest, maybe that. Come on now, like y'all don't have that many tag teams, bro. Like y'all don't, and y'all could just spare tag teams like that.
Yeah,
But
it's like, hey, just go down to SmackDown. I mean, not SmackDown. Just go on NXT. We're not doing with you anything on SmackDown. Just go down here.
mm-hmm,
It's
go
like,
down
yeah,
and tell you, we ain't doing. That's what we do to people who we don't, who we don't use.
and they did have it out. Also, they did have it out here due to Roderick Strong getting involved.
That was a good one. That was the good out because it wasn't no screwy stupid finish either. Roger Strong came in, knee lift, bam, hit him with the face with the knee, and it was so quickly. My brother even pointed it out. He's like, "Man, I like that." He like, "Man, I like that." He did it so quickly that the referee ain't even had time to even turn around and even see what's going on. And I was like, "Yeah, that was good. That was a very slick one." Then we had a little after birth, not a really, just the Creed brothers did like how Roger helped them. They saw it on the Titantron. They didn't really like what the situation is. I like it furthermore. It goes further into the group breaking up.
True, because like I said, this is leading to the group breaking up, and like I said, this most likely will lead to Roddy being out of NXT since he has requested his release. We don't know how long he'll be there, or if they even fall through with it and stuff. But this, if it goes out all the way, then this is just gonna, like I said, this Diamond Mine stuff is basically over at this point. Like I said, they got rid of Bivens. They're about to turn on Roddy. It's any day now. This stuff will end. Okay, it's gonna end sooner or later. Um, Literally, trust me. I'm sure one of my friends are very happy that this group is dead because he knows what I'm talking about. He did not like especially Bivens. He did not like him. So he's ready for this to end. But yeah, they're gonna turn on Roddy. So depending on Roddy's contract, we'll see how long he's gonna be here. If they even accept the whole his request to be released and stuff. Because I'm sure everybody's thinking right now he'll be back with the Undisputed Era soon enough on AEW.
Yeah. You could bet that. You could put your bottom dollar on that one for real.
Like I say, Dad and his wife works up there too, Marina Shafir. So he will be okay. He's just gonna end up back there, so not gonna be surprised. But right now, it's like just stop giving this man a microphone.
Hey, I made a joke last week to my brother. I said, man, if I run up, I'm like, man, if somebody run up on Roddy and Maria, they probably just run up on Roddy. Like, man, they look at the situation. Nah, you give me the money, Roddy.
Now
they,
Shafir too big. Remember, she's a former MMA fighter, but you people starting to see through that. I see right now.
she, she, man, not even that. Not even she got hit.
She big as shit.
She big, right? I was just about to say she big, Joe. Like she look like she could rip my head off and give it to me. Like here you go, nigga.
She like what, 6 something. It looked like.
Yeah, right, man. She's a bigger. Yeah, she got size. If AEW don't do something now, and I feel bad. Not to go into the AEW, but I feel bad about people who come there and they need training. You know what I'm saying, or need some type of training or help. Cause I don't think anybody down there can help them. I just don't. I don't see I just think that Tony put them out there on TV, and that's how they learn. Like, oh, you gonna have to learn on the job. There's no performance center, no OVW type of thing, no none of that with them. It's just like I throw you on TV and here you go. And I feel bad for people like that because you have to learn on the job. And with the wrestling fans, you ain't about to learn. You ain't about to learn on the job in front of us. If we see something bad that we constantly seeing, it, we just gonna let you know.
Because it's like almost like one of those learn as you go type of things.
Yeah, but but yeah, like you said, Roger, it gonna be the group gonna be gone soon, and Roger gonna be gone soon. He gonna be going to AEW with his boys. I don't know what they gonna do with the Creed brothers.
I
What
think
they
The Creed brothers will probably be all right on their own. They'll be all right.
right? What about Ivy though? Right? What they gonna do with her?
Good question. Yeah, that one I don't know. I ain't even sure on that one. They gotta do something. Something. I don't know.
Cause I haven't really. I only saw her one time in the ring. Um, she don't talk like
Just basically stand there and look swole.
yeah. Like I don't know what this supposed to be. Like what she supposed to what she supposed to do? And yeah, that's that's gonna be something I'm gonna be looking forward to. It's the Creed brothers by themselves. I really like the Creed brothers anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Creed brothers ain't bad. Like I said, I like those guys. But yeah, that's the thing now. I'm like so they'll be okay on their own once this Diamond Mine stuff ends. But yeah, Ivy Nile, I'm not really sure. But yeah, Roderick Strong, it's just a matter of time until we find out he's going to be actually whenever he's going to be actually released. Don't know when, but it's coming though. So we'll see what happens with that. Next, they went back to AJ Galante and Santos Escobar. Basically, Escobar there as Tony, not Tony, but Galante, like Tony's, you're his concierge, right? Okay, be ashamed if something happened to him, and then Escobar hit him in the gut, and then Legato threw him in the van just like they did, or the car just like they did in the parking lots. Of parking lot is the most dangerous place in NXT. Okay, or
Yeah,
in wrestling in general, where you just get kidnapped all the time over there, and nobody does nothing. So they
and he,
kidnapped this guy again.
and I was just thinking like, man, once I heard them would say, once I heard Santos say go get the car, I knew it. I told my brother, I was like, oh man, he about to go back to his kidnapping ways. He ain't kidnapped nobody in a long time. He ain't feel right. He got to go back to kidnapping people again. Oh man, I'm like this feud is the worst. It's the worst feud.
like, we're back to kidnapping, folks.
I swear, man. It would be the worst if AEW wasn't doing they are doing feuds that were way worse than this. Like man, it's like you can't get no bad you can't get no worse than this feud. You just can't for real. Like this feud is horrible. It make no sense. They're not gonna get anybody over. And nobody feeling this feud. It's like
And now we just kidnapped the guy that was on Netflix. So it's like, where is this going? Like, I'm wondering. Like, now, oh, we're about to kidnapping people again. I'm like, okay, that's like, hey, right. Where is this really getting over with anybody? Like, Tony D'Angelo's gimmick is just a basic one-dimensional gimmick. Italian mobster, um, and stuff. But then again, like a lot of people say, especially from over here, it's like, who talks like this?
nobody.
Hey, yo, I was at my cousin Paulie the other day. You don't forget about it. I had a big CD and all that stuff. He's a hustler. Okay, he's a real big hustler out there on these streets, the streets of Chicago. You know what I mean? Yes, it's 1920, and apparently Al Capone is still around. They could have said he was from New York, to be honest.
Yes, for real. That would have been much better.
Why give him to us?
It sounds much better than Chicago.
He's a Guido. He's a Guido out there. You know what I mean, Mister Two Stacks Donovan. Two stacks. You get stacks and two stacks. I just figured out. Oh no, it's 2 dimes, not stacks, 2 stacks,
Yeah,
two dimes and stacks.
yeah.
And now one of the boys just got kidnapped. So there you go. Um, I know I said this earlier. I know we had another, I guess, Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray, or whatever they're calling her at this point, with the baseball bat fire thing. Briggs and Jensen, I guess we're getting checked out for Jensen, basically asking, why is this hand stronger than the other hand? Basically, jacking off joke right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just whipping it out and jacking off. Hey,
Oh, boy.
jacking it, jack, whacking it, whack, spanking it, smack, jacking it, jacking for the Lord. South Park joke there.
Yeah, I know. I watch South Park.
Jacking it, jack, spanking it, smack, jacking it, jack, jacking it, jack. I'm gonna go. All right, all right. I'm done. But yeah, this is basically a jack off joke right there. Um, but in the main event, Braun Breaker, Joe Gacy for the NXT title. Um, I know Breaker's gear. They said basically, like, I think that was like his dad's first gear when he first debuted on Monday Night Raw. That, and I think it was a lot of numbers on it. Some people think it was with the Steiner map with all the numbers, all over his gear and stuff. Like it was like a lot of numbers.
I ain't noticed the numbers. I probably gonna have to look at it again. But
Yeah, yeah. If you look at his gear, it's like it's got like a whole bunch of numbers on there. But they said that's technically what his Rick Steiner wore when he first debuted on Monday Night Raw.
oh, okay then. All right. So the gear was inspired by his pops. That's what's up. I don't have nothing. That ain't too bad.
Cause yeah, that's apparently what that's about and whatnot. But that's that bad gear though. But this main event, it was good.
It was all right.
Okay.
It was it was all right. It wasn't bad. But it was bad. It was bad for uh, a main event. It was okay. It was like I wasn't really into it, and I caught myself not at all, but just looking around or not really paying too much attention to the match. They started off like a house of fire though. They went out the ring, fell out the ring, saw wrestling outside the ring, and like my brother was saying earlier, he was like, it supposed to have started like that because in a storyline, this man kidnapped your father, push you off the balcony. I ain't about to lock up with you. I'm about to try to whip your ass. So that I like it how it started, but the ending was just mad like a mug. Even though like I told you when we were texting, he couldn't do his other special move on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't. He could have picked Gacy up over his head and give it that full you know that military press into the slam. He couldn't do that. I mean, so him hitting Gacy with one spear though, and
Yeah, it
ended
was here.
down.
Yeah,
It was like deflated. Like this how it ended, huh?
that was anticlimactic how it ended. And then right after, it's like you look behind Breaker. Now they got these two more druids, but now they got red mask on now. Like, are these the elite druids or something?
He said the elite right. These are the druids. These druids are better than the other druids from last week.
They got red mask on.
He says, I was like, so the feud did it end. Like
Yeah, I guess it's still going.
I ain't understand that. Like I guess we gonna have another match after he just beat this nigga clean. He beat him clean in the whistle, clean as a whistle in the middle of the ring. Like why we having another match? Why? And like
And then, like I said, this is kind of ended kind of flat. Honestly, it's like you knew Breaker was winning, but this was a very flat finish, if you ask me. And then it's like, oh boy, now we got druids again. I'm like, what is with all the druids? Like, I'm still don't get why they still got these guys out there.
I think they're just um going. I think they going through the motions right now until they get to Melo. Cause that's who I feel that's hitting real next opponent. The real next opponent for him is Melo. Okay, that's the reason why he gonna be out the picture. For real. I know this for a fact. He gonna be out the North American picture. I really think he is going for the NXT title. I don't know if he gonna win it or not, but I feel like he the next opponent.
He has to be, because I'm like, I don't understand the other point of continuing this feud with Joe Gacy. It's like, it was a little weird when they just kind of got rid of Harland all of a sudden and he just disappeared from out of nowhere, and stuff. And then it's like, you just like, oh, we're beating up and kidnapping Rick Steiner, and then druids and pushing people off balconies. And, now it's kind of like, now we got druids with red masks on. Like, are these the bigger druids? So I don't really know where this is really leading to. So like the main event was just kind of, it felt flat. It's like, oh, Breaker won, there you go. But now we got red mask druids now, like they're gonna do. And this thing is like, they act like they're gonna do something, but then they're just gonna end the show off of that. Like, he's not gonna turn around and do anything. It's like, oh, show's over, nothing's gonna happen.
Right. Right. So what like they don't know how to have cliffhangers, because that's not a cliffhanger. Now you making me think like these guys that came out to just not do anything and walk back out. Like, what happened with the cameras went off? So these guys that didn't do anything. Oh, okay, we done. Yeah.
Just done. What would you call Joe Gacy a discount Bray Wyatt? Because I've been hearing that lately.
I
I know
been
he's a cult leader, but he's
I
trying to
been
be a cult leader.
no, I been said that. I told my brother that a while ago. He's the type of Bray Wyatt that you wasn't supposed to, because I see they try to add the spooky element to it, but you wasn't supposed to add any type of spooky element to his character. He was supposed to be a cult leader. He was supposed to be a person who pretends like he want equality. He will pretend like he want exclusiveness. He was supposed to be that character, but now they about to do what they did with Bray Wyatt, add the spooky element to it and all this stuff. Like, Bray didn't need the spooky elements. He just needed to be a cult leader. And they added the spooky elements with him. And then look where he at. And it looked like they about to do the same thing with Joe Gacy. I'm really not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling the drawings. Because what the
Like,
fuck drawings got to do with anything what he preaching? You know what I'm saying? So
the,
I'm
the,
not really feeling it.
the cult thing was all right at first, like I said, kind of like Wyatt. It's like, hey, you just got your small crew and everything, but once you start going to the whole druid supernatural element of things, then now it's just jumping the shark. And right now, because before, what was Joe Gacy really doing before that? He was just going around talking randomly to everybody with Harlan, and then now all of a sudden he just started going after the title. With now they got rid of his heavy, but um, now it's like, okay, we replace his heavy with like 50 druids now.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm not that. I'm definitely not feeling the drawing thing. I was feeling. Joe Gacy when he first came out, when he first would debut, but I'm really not feeling the drawing thing.
Yeah, and like I said, the druid thing is just pretty bad. So I'm like, I don't see why continue this. Oh, he's got red mass druids now. Okay, and
Right.
so I don't know. I don't really know where this is going. Like I said, I just think they need to move on from this, because it's like I said, we didn't see Rick Steiner get beat up and pushing Breaker off the ledge, and I'm like, this is just dumb. And then the druids surround him and look like they're gonna do something to him, but they don't really do nothing to him. So I would say ended after this, but it looks like they're gonna continue it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see where this gonna go.
Yeah, well, like I said, yeah, we'll see where it goes and stuff. So I'm not really sure, but yeah, overall, what would you have given this show since we're at the end of this thing now?
I would definitely give it a B. The good parts were good. The bad parts were just very bad. All the skits were very bad, but the matches were very good to decent. Like we had two very good matches to me. I really like I said, I really like the opener, and I liked the Creed brothers versus the Vikings Experience. But all the other matches were decent. They wasn't too bad. But all the skits were just horrible. The Mandy Rose skits, the sit down table conversation was bad. I like all that stuff was bad. But like I said, the overall matches were good.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I like the North American title match. I like the Creed brothers and the War Raiders out there. I thought the other women's tag match was pretty good. It wasn't bad. Um, the main event was just kind of it was what it was, but it was just kind of flat. It was one of those it was what it was type of things. But like I said, I could have done without the Wendy Chu, Mandy Rose thing. That's some Nickelodeon Looney Tunes type of stuff right there.
Right.
And the sit down thing just looks bad. I was gonna say this. I said Lucha Underground's done better segments than this, and Santos Escobar was on Lucha Underground. He's been on Lucha Underground. This I would have said this could have looked like a Lucha Underground segment, but I've seen better stuff on that. Like I said, the mafia thing, I just sit there like, how far and silly can we go with this? So I don't know, but they're trying to do simple cinematics out there with this. So I don't know, but like I said, this whole you know, spring breaking thing. Like I said, it wasn't that bad out of a few matches out there, but you still have your kind of goofy shit out here at the same time. And I like Nathan Frazier's debut. Let me not forget about that also. I like this debut match. So like I said, I think given this was a special, I think we saw a better show out of tonight, given this was one of these special themed shows and not a regular episode of NXT.
Right. Right. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Um that's what I would say. But yeah, overall, I thought the show was okay. Like I said, it wasn't bad. Like I just probably say, like when it comes to NXT though, overall, it's like there's a reason why I know a lot of people will not watch this show anymore,
Yeah.
which is very understandable and justified. Okay, and it's like the more people we see, them to get rid of whoever's black and gold or whoever's coming out about it. Like that's got to tell you something. But like I said, I've already seen an NXT argument when people say, "Well, you have to understand they're building stars."
No, they not.
I've already seen people write Triple H wasn't building stars.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. He was building good enough stars. They was already good enough by the time they got to him. But yeah, overall, like I told you, like out of the whole 2.0 situation, I mean, the whole 2.0 show, I think this was a better one out of all they weekly NXT shows. So they really stepped their game up tonight. Will we expect it tomorrow? I mean, next week? No, I'm not expecting nothing from them next week. But we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely see. Like I said, like I look at NXT right now, it's just kind of at the end of the day, it's developmental. It's literally developmental on TV.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I said, and with NXT right now, it's like I said, I get you want to push newer talent, but don't get me. I'm not saying all these guys suck. Out of some people, yes, some have potential, but a lot of other guys on here are literally still not ready yet.
Yeah, they not. They
They're
not.
not ready. They're definitely not ready. Okay, like we know they're not. And like I said, some are good, but then again, it's like I'm wondering how many people we still gonna release at the same time. How many more releases do you really expect out of this? Or I don't know. I don't really know what to expect out of it. But how many more releases will happen? Because we already know who they most likely like on this show anyway. So I don't know. Unless we keep sending more main roster guys out down there, I don't know. Because right now I heard they still need the ratings.
Well, shoot, I bet they heard it for ratings.
Yeah, because it's fucking D League right now. Like, say
Yeah,
what you want about the black and gold, but it's like you gotta knew these people had been there. That's what's hard to. At least I could say at one point in NXT, I couldn't call them developmental, even though they were developmental. Like the people they had at that time were already in the business, like damn near 10, 15 fucking years, so they
right.
already knew what the fuck they were doing
You're right.
and shit. So some would say that was more the indie type of thing they were going with, especially signing everybody for indies. But right now they just sign anybody. You know, they want them to teach you through the WWE system instead of going through the indies.
Yeah,
So there you go. So yeah, what does that tell you there? So yeah, um, but yeah, that's all I really got to say about this show.
yeah. Pretty good show. Pretty cool.
Say that one more time.
I said, no, it was a pretty good show. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, it was okay. So I'm not really like I said, this is one of the ones that was actually good this time. But this is probably one of the only one-time reviews for NXT because, like I said, I would call it. I gotta remember it's not Takeover anymore, but maybe the next pay-per-view one. I ain't really sure, but we'll see if we even do that in the future or whatnot. Because I'm like, this is probably better than reviewing Backlash for this Sunday or WrestleMania Backlash or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So yeah, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what you think about this show. Check out any other review that is up, up online right now. You got anything to plug?
Yes, yeah, follow me on Twitter at straightface40. And that's about it. Yeah.
All right then. But other than that, we'll see you guys later, and we'll be back tomorrow night for an AEW review, and we'll see what the next big announcement they said they got going on. Another big announcement. It's a big announcement every other week. Big announcement. So yeah, other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow night though. So yeah, AW out. Peace.